Hello, everyone on the Earth and on. My name is Swag Bastion, and welcome to a patch 9.18 patch note rundown video. I saw a few people, actually, I saw one person asking if Skara could do a patch notes rundown for regular League of Legends, because he's not doing that anymore. So my brother and I are here to review the patch notes and fill the void that Scar left, even though no one will probably watch us. So
That's me.
yeah, that's my brother Greg. So I guess let's read everything here. I know it's a little bit late, but we're going to do it anyway. So,
All
hey,
right.
patch notes readers, want to form a contract with me?
No.
What the fudge? Why would they say that? We're coming down the final stretch. 9.19 will be the patch Worlds is played on, so we're adding in some changes that shouldn't rock the boat too much, but helps get us to the place that encourages champion diversity and fun times during the most hype event of the year. With fun
Gotta
time.
love fun times.
Yeah, with that in mind, in this patch, we're taking another look at Aatrox and Akali, specifically to make sure they don't completely dominate the meta, since they've been seeing high picks and play time in Pro throughout the year. See you in another 2 weeks, but if you decide to die for the good of the universe, call me anytime. Great. So that's the Star Guardian. Okay, so we got changes to Aatrox. Aatrox
Thank
is still
God.
highly valued in pro play. So take another swing, nerfing is sustained, wave clear. Great. Nerfing is
Perfect.
flexibility. Okay.
So here's the thing. Here's the thing with Aatrox. He's still freaking annoying. Also heals for 20% of the damage dealt when stabbing a minion. This is just a nerf to his proficiency against minions. Sick. I don't care how much damage he does to minions. Honestly, give me a break.
No, he does the same damage, Gary. He just heals for less.
His Q does less damage to minions. Okay.
Oh yeah, his Q too. Yeah.
I don't care. I don't care. Okay.
Great.
Yeah.
Wave clear is really important.
Yeah. You know what? It's not important in my bronze 3 games. Okay.
Gregory,
when he's out damaging me 20-1, that's not important to me. Okay. I don't care how much damage he does to the minions. Well, in all seriousness, is this going to make him worse in team fights? Is this going to make him worse at beating the crap out of you in lane?
Yeah.
Barely. Honestly. They needed to like reduce his AD or something. They needed to do something like nerf his Q a little bit against champions, but they didn't. They nerfed him against minions. Sick. Wow.
Okay. Cool. Well, I think these are actually huge nerfs. Because this passive change where he only heals for 25%.
I'll be right back.
When stabbing a minion. Okay. It actually greatly reduces his sustain in lane, and sustain helps people win 1v1. So I think this is actually huge. And this damage to minions, I think that's huge too. He can no longer reliably wave clear. It's 40% at all levels, and it was actually higher than that before. At all times, it was higher than 40%. So this is damage lower than anything it's ever been, and I think it's actually kind of crazy. So yeah. Or yeah.
Surprise.
Actually,
I'm back.
Actually, what I was gonna say is actually it's a crazy nerf. That's what I was saying. So,
okay, perfect. Yeah. Let's move on.
No, but Gregory, stats have shown that he's like his win rate is actually lower. So
Thank God.
it's
Well, I haven't played top in a little bit, so
it's
whatever.
a huge nerf. Also, I don't play Aatrox, and people don't play Aatrox in normal games. So that's what I'm playing right now. And in gold games, low gold games, people didn't play it either because honestly, I thought Aatrox sucked anyway.
All right, Akali, our favorite ugly
Bruh.
mid laner.
Okay.
Holy crap. So thank God her stun got removed off of her R, and also the damage got reduced early. So that's good. Not as much kill pressure early.
And
Also
the
the ult.
cooldown got increased
Right.
early.
The ult
Yeah.
cooldown. Thank God these nerfs came through to Akali. I hope it makes a difference. I just know that I oftentimes end up banning her because my mid laner ints into her. So
Sick.
let's hope this does something. I don't know. That's a lot of damage reduction on the alt early, but I'm gonna be honest. I've seen Akali just blow me the freak up, being like she's 0-2, still blow me up when I'm the jungler. I have my jungle item. She has
A long
Hextech
sword.
revolver.
Oh.
No, well, no. But even still, you still can't be in extended fights with her. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you've got to burst her down. So I really don't mess with her until I have enough damage and enough CC to just burst her down. Hopefully this does something. I don't really know if it's going to, because realistically, the only thing that's happening late game to her is the stun's getting removed. Early game, yeah, her alt is on a lower cooldown, but at level 16, she's back, baby. She's back without the stun. So, I don't know.
Okay. So yeah, I think these are pretty big nerfs. Whenever I play against Akali in lane, I usually can't, or I usually can handle her until she hits 6, and then, if I was just avoiding her killing me, she usually kills me at 6. So I hope these nerfs will prevent her from snowballing early, even though, that's the whole point of Akali. She's an assassin. She's like, her whole job is to snowball. But personally, I freaking hate Akali, and I wish she wasn't a champion. So honestly, she's not fun to play against, and I'm actually completely fine if they just removed her from the game. Well, actually, that's the same for a lot of champions, but yeah, I just don't like it. She has, 3 dashes, invisibility. She can just put that down whenever she wants, and it's just not fun. And insane poke, her Q cooldown is insane, but yeah, okay. So I just hate Akali. So Annie, giving Annie more pep in her step in lane with an additional benefit on her E, so she can make more plays when on her own. So Annie has something new on her E, is where she gains decaying movement speed. So 1.5% per level. Wait, that's pretty good actually. 25% to start, and then 1.5% per level over 1.5 seconds. So I think this could be a lot of movement speed actually. So yeah, this is new on her E, and the damage reduction got nerfed, which honestly, I don't think that matters because no one was using this for damage reduction anyway. They were just using it to get her passive up.
Surprise, I'm back.
Nice. And the cooldown was increased to 15 seconds at all ranks instead of 10. So nerf on that. But I actually think this will help Annie. Apparently her win rate has gone down, but I think on people that know how to play Annie, this is good because Now she can move faster. Now her bear can move faster.
Yeah.
Like pretty much, she can actually catch up to people now, and her E isn't useless. So, what do you think, Gregory?
Right. Okay. So the thing is, Annie was taking Predator. You saw a lot of people taking Predator on Annie, right?
Yeah,
Okay. So
sometimes.
is she right? Sure. Um, all she has to do is use her E. All she has to do is use it. And then she gets movement speed.
Yeah.
Now, honestly, unfortunately, Annie is one of those champs that I've like basically never played, but yeah, I think the movement speed here is gonna be pretty fun. I think it's gonna be pretty fun. I think the damage reduction isn't a big deal, and maybe just maybe the cooldown 15 at all ranks. I don't know. That's a little bit much, possibly. I think if it was like 12 seconds at all ranks, that would be nice. But I guess the reason why they put in the 15 seconds was because they honestly don't know how crazy the 25 plus 1.5% movement speed decaying over 1.5 seconds. They don't know how that's going to play out. So they want to not allow her to have that up, all the time basically. So,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Also, you can build cooldown reduction, so like
Right.
you can
Right.
get that down to like 8.
Which I'm sure Annie does build cooldown reduction.
Yeah.
I actually don't even know. Actually don't even know Annie builds. I mean, I know she probably builds
Luden's.
Zonya's, probably Luden's. She probably builds those are the typical AP mid laner style items, possibly Proto Belt. But anyways, I think it could be a buff. I think this could be a buff. And I think it could be good because honestly, since they've introduced all these new champions like Nico and Zoe, and since they've reworked Akali, you have a whole bunch of super annoying mid laners to play against. And buffing Annie, hopefully she'll just see more play, and I won't have to play against really annoying mid laners.
Hey.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, so cool. So I think they're good changes. Nice. Next, Aurelion Sol. Following up on the 9.17 changes and calibrating with a minor tweak now that his early lane phase has more counterplay. Okay, so about that, pretty sure his early lane phase before the rework also had counterplay, but whatever. So his base health got increased by 65. Exciting.
Yeah, that's not that exciting. Whatever. Aurelion Sol kind of sucks, so this is fine.
Yeah.
I'm
Aurelion
happy
Sol.
for him.
Aurelion Sol actually, yeah, mega sucks. He's pretty much the worst mage in the game. And after the rework, all the Aurelion Sol mains are calling for a revert, and it still hasn't happened, even though they should definitely just revert. Yeah.
Yeah, the thing is, assassins are just way too strong right now. Even control mages are way too strong right now. He's just a garbage can. You can, do his stars like contract, like go into him still when he gets stunned, or did the rework?
No.
Like,
well, actually, I don't know. I don't.
I'm gonna
I
be
don't think
honest.
so.
I don't know either.
But his stars, his base stars do very little, and pretty much it's just supposed to be like you burst them with your W now, because it's like you press W, the speed cranks up.
Yeah. I've seen it a couple times. I don't know if I like it. Whatever. Hopefully this helps him a little bit.
Cool. Caitlyn. Base attack damage increase, bumping Caitlyn's early laning power so she can punish those who rely more on scaling. Attack damage 60 to 62, so 2 increase. Wait, what does this even mean? bumping Caitlyn's early laning power so she can punish those who rely more on scaling.
Yeah. So
Okay,
this means like she can punish Ezreal.
so she's like supposedly an early game champion according to this statement, but she's not. She's actually a late game champion. So I don't know, Caitlyn. I think Caitlyn was good anyway, and I don't know. They just keep buffing her. Maybe they want to see her at Worlds or something. I don't know, but I think Caitlyn is really strong. I think she was strong before, and this is just a little bit. This is just like some icing on the cake to make her just a little bit stronger, and
Yeah.
pretty much everyone is going to be playing her.
Right. So I think what Rito is trying to do is to push Caitlyn into that sort of Kaisa, Zaya, possibly even Jhin sphere, and so that she is played at Worlds. I think you're right. She was already strong before, for sure, and this just was unnecessary, obviously, but I guess they're trying to see her, played in Worlds. Maybe they're coming out with a new Caitlyn skin or something.
Yeah, even though they just came out with Arcade Caitlyn.
Anyways,
like a couple months ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's gonna be played at Worlds. Okay.
Yeah, cool. Okay, Echo. Our previous buffs to Echo in 9.16 didn't go as far as we wanted, nudging him towards a more aggressive playstyle with a higher payout and a lower cost. So these two things combined, this is like, okay, so we're just going to straight buff him,
Right.
Like we're just going to straight buff him because we want him to be stronger. Period.
So last patch they buffed his E, right?
Yeah.
So last patch they buffed his E, and this patch they buff his W. Being sort of an Echo main, this is a really fun buff. I mean, an extra half second to the stun duration. You can definitely get off a bit more damage. Another auto, and you can really impact team fights. I don't know that I've been successful playing Echo with this new buff.
And jungle camps.
Right. And jungle camps, for sure. I mean, it has definitely helped in the jungle because that's where I've been playing him. And it definitely helps. Definitely helps for ganks. I mean, like Caitlyn, except for even more so, they're trying to set Echo up to be played at Worlds, which I like to see. He's a fun champ. He's a fun champ to see played. He's a fun champ to play. He's just a fun champ in general. I don't, maybe this sticks. Honestly, maybe this sticks. And they don't nerf him after Worlds. We'll see. If people are able to do real well with him, and then everybody starts playing Echo, maybe he'll get nerfed after Worlds. But yeah, it's a world setup. It's a world setup.
Nice. Yeah, I think these buffs were actually completely unnecessary, and I thought Echo's good anyway. So, but hey, stronger. He's stronger now. So, slam. Okay, Evelynn. Evelynn isn't overly weak at the moment, but we want her to be more reliable takedown. We want her to more reliably take down her targets. If she manages to get them under the execute threshold. Okay. Cool. So 140% damage against enemies below 30% of their maximum health. So pretty much her execute does more damage to ensure that people die. So sick. And then they buff that by 50, and then 100, and then 150, and then they increase the ability power by 0.3, which is insane. That's pretty crazy there. So lots of
I'm gonna
damage.
be honest. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. She didn't need it. Obviously, she said they
Yeah,
say Evelyn isn't overly weak at the moment. Yeah,
which means
of course
she's
she's not
not
overly
weak.
weak at the moment. I mean, this is ridiculous, Riot. This is the pre-worlds patch. I mean, they're just saying, "Oh, hey guys, who did you want to see in Worlds again? Who did you want to see played in Worlds again? Oh, I don't know. Hey, how about Evelyn? How about Echo? Maybe even as we look further down, how about Jen? What about Caitlyn? I mean, it's basically they're basically just they must have been spitballing and asking each other, who they want to see played at Worlds, because Evelyn was already strong. I hate her, and you know,
Yeah.
freaking invisibility all the time. I suck at Evelyn. I tried to play her the other day, and I suck. But when I have an Evelyn playing against me, holy crap, so annoying. Oh my gosh. So yeah, definitely unnecessary, but welcome to pre-worlds.
Yeah, Evelyn is not fun to play against. Okay, cool. Jin. We're giving Jin a bit more oomph to better bully out greedy lanes. Base attack damage increased by 2. So Jin.
Wait, who has a higher attack damage? Can you scroll up to Caitlyn?
Caitlyn does.
Oh,
62
62, 62.
to
And Jen
59.
has 59. Okay.
So I think Jin was strong already. I think Jin is pretty much strong all the time. He just needs like Peel or I don't know, Phantom Dancer or Stopwatch or Guardian Angel to counter assassins, and then guess what? He can just kind of wipe an entire team as long as people CC and Peel for him. And in laning phase, it's super easy to get kills with him. So I don't know. Oh well, I mean the reason why they did this, yeah, Worlds, got it.
Right. I agree with that. I think obviously this is just pre-worlds patch, and they want to see Jin. I want to see Jin played. He's a lot of fun. He's a lot of fun.
Yeah, Jin is definitely fun to play, but he's also strong.
He's also a change of pace from the typical ADC. I mean, you have Jin, you have Kai'Sa, you have Xayah. They're not the typical ADCs that you think of. So, yeah, it's a pre-worlds patch. Didn't need to buff Jin, but they did. So that makes sense.
Yep, cool. Okay, Kai'Sa. We're reducing Kai'Sa's consistent damage, so she'll be more inclined to assassinate prime targets as opposed to mowing down the enemy charge one at a time. So her E supercharged bonus to attack speed got decreased later. So 20% at rank 5, 15% at rank 4, 10% at rank 3, and 5% at rank 2. So wait, this actually doesn't affect her early game at all because you're going to be maxing Q. So it's not, I mean, I thought these were like not nerfs at all pretty much, but now I think that they're not nerfs even less, because if she gets ahead, she's still going to be doing tons of damage to people, and it's not going to matter because by that point she's going to be a higher level than you, and she's going to be fed, she's going to have items, and does it matter? Does it really matter that like she got her bonus attack speed decreased later on her E? Heck no, because she's already going to be fed. It's like, sure. So I think Kai'Sa's problem is her passive that helps her get early kills, and it deals missing health damage, and I hate it. So what do you think, Gregory?
Kaisa is a pick ban champion. She really is, and I think that these nerfs or whatever, or this nerf is not significant. I agree with you. She's gonna get fed in the early game, and then you're gonna be screwed. It doesn't matter. So 20% less attack speed at rank whatever. I already feel like she kills me too fast. Maybe now she'll just kill me a little bit
Slower.
less quickly, but she'll still kill me. That's for sure. Yeah, pre-worlds.
Okay, cool. Well, I mean, they're nerfs, but yeah, she's still gonna be
Yeah,
strong.
I know, but this nerf was probably to appease. It was like, hey guys, look,
People are saying
know,
Kaisa's too strong.
yeah, people are saying Kaisa's too strong. We'll nerf her right before Worlds. And then it's like, whoa, 20% attack speed at max rank.
Pretty
Crap.
good.
Yeah.
Okay, so Kale. We feel good about the Kale changes we made in 9.17, but she ended up slightly weaker than intended. We're buffing her E passive damage to make sure her basic attacks feel stronger throughout the game. So her E passive damage, got it. So it's increased at 5, increased by 5 at all ranks. Okay, so on every auto, pretty much, she's just dealing 5 more damage. So yeah, I think this is pretty good, but to be honest with you, I think Kale is garbage. I know they buffed her early game, by moving her ranged attacks to level 6, but I think she's actually garbage. I think she can be beaten extremely easily by Darius or Mundo or literally any juggernaut, and they can just walk up to her and just harangue. It like doesn't even matter. I mean, she can scale, but she doesn't have true damage anymore, which means she's going to be bad late game. So I don't think Kale's that good. My friend seems to think she's all right because he's like a Kale main, so he can do well with her regardless. And her win rate has apparently gone up, but I just don't think that she's that good. This will help her a little bit, but I still think she's going to be weak. So what do you think?
Whenever I'm in lane with Kale, playing as I do, I just beat the crap out of her. If I miss an E, oh dang it, I have to walk back to tower so she doesn't beat the fudge out of my rear end. But honestly, yeah, I don't know. Just get rid of Kale as a champion. She's not like that bad to play against, but she can get she's super not annoying in the early game, and she's super annoying in the late game. So, I'm expecting her to be played in the jungle, and she's gonna have a Lulu mid.
Yeah, funnel strat.
And yeah, it's gonna be the good old trick 2G.
That's the deer.
Buff me up. That's a deer, baby.
Okay.
Yeah. So whatever. She sucks.
Okay.
Lee Sin, thank God they're buffing Lee Sin.
Yeah.
Although this base attack damage.
Dang, dude.
Dang.
Point 8.
Yeah. The thing is, obviously he already has the highest attack damage in the game early, or just maybe ever. I don't know what his attack damage growth stat is, but an extra 5 health, or maybe that.
Yeah, it's 4.2.
No, maybe 4.2. An extra 4.2 health, an extra 0.8 attack damage. an extra 25, then 25, then wait, 25, then
25.
25, then 20. What the?
25 damage increase on his ult at all ranks. Okay.
Yo.
So these
Man.
are not big. I think Lee Sin
these are not
is still not gonna be good.
You know, ever since
except
they got
for
rid
on
of
mains.
skirmisher or
Tracker's knife.
tracker's knife, thank you. You know, gutted the champion. Why did you do that? Why did you do that, Rito? Thanks a lot. Now my buddy who's a Lee Sin main.
Or
He never plays Lee Sin anymore.
He was a Lee Sin main.
He was a Lee Sin main. And now he has to play Nocturne. And what a fudging annoying champion to play against, since you freaking nerfed Lee Sin into the ground. These buffs are bad. These buffs are bad. They might as well have just nerfed him, because he's not going to get he's going to get played even less now after the buffs.
I mean, Worlds patch.
Yeah.
People are going to play him in Pro. Probably.
Whatever.
Maybe. I don't know.
I'm over it.
Okay, cool. Misfortune. Misfortune's E is barely worth casting at its first rank when considering the trade-off in mana. So we're buffing it at the early ranks. So slow 28 to 40. So that's 12%. And then, let's see, 9%. And then 6%. 3%. And then at max rank, it's the same. So the slow, that's the slow. And I think these are pretty good buffs. I like playing Misfortune, and I think she's very strong. So I'm fine with this. And but I mean, is Misfortune annoying to play against? Kind of, sometimes, but not really. So
yeah,
I think her being slightly stronger is fine. So yeah.
Yeah, I think this buff is fine. And I think it's fine.
Okay, cool. Nunu and Willem. Who knew Nunu and Willem would be so good at snowballing, reducing some of their early game potential, as well as their scaling defenses, so they're not completely impenetrable once they get to a certain point. Health growth down by 8. Wow, dang, by 8, dude. That means you'll have, let's see, 80. That means you'll have 146 or wait, no, 144 less health at level 18. Dang, that's
no, 17 times 8
18.
56 156.
Oh yeah, 17. Okay.
Or yes. 80 plus 56
so
is
no, 8 times
17.
8 times 17, so that's 80.
80 plus 56.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
wait,
136.
Oh yeah, 136. So you'll have 136 less health.
Whoa.
I mean, that's not.
That's a big whoa.
That's not too bad. Actually, yeah, that's not too bad. So we got armor growth down 0.5. Dude, that's insane. And then I
actually like that. That's pretty good.
We got mana down.
Yeah, this
3.56. Okay, yeah, whatever.
Joke.
So
nobody's gonna play Nunu outside of the jungle. So you know, give me a break. Eat some chicken, Riot.
Okay, so his E slow now scales up to 50%. I think this is actually decent. I think this is actually a decent nerf. And Nunu was
still strong.
Yeah, Nunu was way too strong. Nunu's still strong because he just, rolls in. He just, like he just rolls right in.
Yeah, he just.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, he just rolls right in and he snowballs. And I literally used him to climb to gold. So He's
I agree with
he's
that.
got to be strong. So yeah, he's still fine. He's still pretty fine. I think these might make him a little bit weaker, but he's still fine. Okay,
Okay.
Teemo.
Yo, big
Or
changes coming over to Teemo.
Oh yeah, Teemo. These changes should round out some of Teemo's rougher edges, while also making his shrooms more functional as the game progresses. So Q, blinded targets will now see a green light around their screen when they are affected by Teemo's Q. That's really good. That's actually a nerf to Teemo. We got
Wait,
move
yeah,
quick.
I actually experienced that in one of my recent games. Super good. Actually, super good. God bless you, Riot, for incorporating some of these spice of life features into your game, because
Spice of
you
life.
don't realize how much you how blind you are until you can actually see that you're blind. So that's
Got
good.
it. Okay, so
Not being facetious.
W, move quick. Move quick's ability icon will now have a bar above it to show its active duration. So, like Pike ult, like Darius ult, like I think Alawi ult probably too, and a couple other abilities, whatever, or like Pike W too. So, honestly, yeah, that's all right. I don't think it was needed, but hey, there it is. Okay, R, noxious trap mushrooms will now trigger more responsibly, especially on enemies dashing through them quickly. Rift Scuttler no longer triggers mushrooms when it's not in combat. That's good. Mushrooms can now bounce infinitely off of each. That's never going to be used in a real game, but it's fine. So that's a nice quality of life buff. And this is a nice quality of life buff. And this doesn't really matter. And mushroom charges 3 mushrooms at once, and then it got increased to 3, 4, 5 mushrooms at once. So at level 16, you can get 5 mushrooms. You can get 5 mushrooms. You can hold 5 mushrooms at once. Okay. Cool.
I like 5 mushrooms.
Cool. So, yeah, honestly, pretty good. I think these Teemo buffs are pretty good. Teemo is annoying as fudge to play against, but not many people play him, and I hate him. And
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna play him. Probably gonna try him out because I've never ever played Teemo in my life because I vowed that I would never play Teemo. But I already have every champion in the game and I'm gold now. So I think it's time to try out Teemo time to try out Teemo in a normal game. I have some fun ideas in mind, but these are good buffs.
Here's the thing. Teemo, if this buff if these buffs, I mean, there's really only like kind of one buff to him basically, and it's the shrooms. If these buffs, or if this buff encourages people to play Teemo more, I think these are bad buffs.
Hey, there you go, Slam.
If the same amount of people play Teemo, I think these are fine. So I'm watching you, Riot. So if the pick rate goes up, I'm upset. If the pick rate doesn't go up, I'm perfectly fine. I think these are great.
Okay, sick. Warwick, noting a bug fix in this section instead of the bug fixes due to the change being a major buff to Warwick. Warwick now properly gains bonus attack speed against all blood hunted enemies. So that's a major oof that this didn't work before. And now Warwick will be stronger. So probably didn't need it. Well, I
definitely wanted him to have. No,
it's a bug fix. It's a bug fix. It was supposed to work anyway. If it's too strong, they can nerf it. They can nerf the attack speed or whatever, right? Like, yeah. Okay, so all right, this is all right. Warwick might be played.
We're
a little
hoping
bit more.
I like that. I play Warwick. You play Warwick. That's good. I didn't even realize it, honestly, just because I'm so dense.
Yeah, me neither. I I think very few people realize it, to be honest, but okay.
Okay.
Okay, Zaya. Base armor decreased. Okay, no. We got, sorry, let me just read this first. At the highest levels of play, Zaya is an extremely safe and reliable choice due to her damage and safety in the early game. We're reducing the latter so that there's some tangible risk to picking her over other ADCs. Armor down by 3. Nah, that's all right. And her arc cooldown increased by 20 at rank 1, and then 20. Okay, 20.
20
Yeah.
at rank 3.
20 at all ranks. Increased by 20 seconds at all ranks. Honestly, I like this. I actually hate Zaya because I can't play her, and she absolutely smashes me whenever I play against her. So, honestly, nerf Zaya to the ground. Thank you.
I'm going to be honest. Maybe I can't tell if this is too much. I honestly can't tell if this is too much.
I don't think it's that much.
I mean, I think these are good nerfs. I think these are good nerfs. She's still going to be played, but especially early, you're going to have to. I mean, she's going to be playing a little bit, probably a little bit more passively. You're going to be able to harangue her better. So, yeah, sure. This is good. This is good.
Okay, cool. Zoe's early lane phase is weaker than intended right now, so we're propping that up without increasing her one-shot burst. Okay, so yeah, Zoe was actually garbage before. Literally kind of like almost unplayable in gold elo. And now I tried her out after these buffs. It's just like small damage increase on her passive. This is per level. So I tried her out in a few normal games. She's pretty good early, actually. Like between levels 3 to 8 or whatever, she's pretty good. But any other time, she's garbage because literally you E someone just stands in front of that person to block your Q. Like late game, she's actually garbage unless you can catch someone out, which doesn't happen a lot anymore. So I don't think these are going to do much. Don't think this is going to do much. What do you think, Gregory?
Honestly, I think she's super annoying early. Like, as in super annoying early, especially if she gets fed.
Mm-hmm.
That I agree with sort of like late game, as long as you have tanks, you're gonna have people standing. You're gonna have your front line standing in front of you.
Yeah.
Unless you are playing with a bunch of chimps. So yeah, I don't know. I kind of still hate Zoe, and this is just +6 at all ranks. Just +6?
So
No, it's not.
6 and then 8 and then
6 and then 8 and
then 8
8
and then 8 and then 8 and then
somewhere it switches back to less.
Back to 6, yeah. So it's like mid-game. She's better mid-game.
Oh, 84, 82. Okay, so mid lane, this slows down a lot. You have just 2s. You have. Oh, actually, let's see. No, exactly in the mid lane,
2, 3.
she has 60. She has 60. Oh, okay. Wait a second. I don't know. Either way, whatever. It's not that much more damage.
Yeah, honestly, I don't people don't play Zoe like that much in my elo in gold. So
yeah. That's good.
Okay.
No, I agree.
Okay, cool. A few new options are now available under video in the in-game settings. For players who need them, these options can be vital in making their gaming experience more comfortable or even possible. Okay. Please let us know what you think and what else you'd like to have options for, since we're definitely interested in adding more accessibility features in the future. So on by default, screen shake on by default, but turning it off will remove the screen shake caused by things like pulse fire, Ezreal's recall, or Ornn's Recar, or Ornn's ultimate. So honestly, I don't have screen shake on. I've never had screen shake on. I'm pretty sure it would actually suck if I did have it on, and I don't think many people use it because it's kind of just disadvantageous because you can't like click on things if your screen shakes. So yeah, that doesn't really matter. Visual sliders allow players to control color level, gamma, brightness, and contrast of games. These options will change the overall appearance of the game, except for the UI, allowing you to either diminish or highlight visual differences in game quickly. So I think this is actually pretty good.
Yeah, that's gonna be
lighting.
Fun.
Pretty much.
I think that's actually gonna be fun.
You could just you can just change your lighting. Okay, and then we got bug fixes. Jace's E acceleration gate now properly functions when cast on top of Jace. Okay, that's a good functional change. That should have been working anyway, but sure. Pinging Pantheon's R grants Starfall will tell Pantheon's teammates which enemies are in range. Doesn't really matter. Wolf no longer grants additional non-functional vision to Kindred when circling her. Doesn't really matter. Champions affected by stasis no longer move during the effect. Doesn't really matter. Allies on their way to enter Tom Kench's R Abyssal Voyage will no longer be stuck when Tom Kench is hit by an enemy. God bless. Okay. When Shaco fears...
Here's the thing. Oh, hold up. Here's the thing. They gutted Tom Kench. Fix him, Riot, you freaking...
Bruh.
You gutted him. I mained Kench. Now I can't even play him in the jungle. Okay? I used to be able to play him top. Now I can't even play him in the jungle. Not that he was viable in the jungle before, but I just can't play him basically anywhere. I don't even think Tom Kench could cosplay as a Rift Scuddler. Give me a break. All right.
Okay, cool. When Shaco fears a target with W, Jack in the Box, he'll properly receive an assist if the target is killed shortly after. That's pretty good.
That is actually pretty good.
Diana's passive Moon Silverblade tooltip now properly updates when she ranks up E Moonfall. Okay, that's all right. Jinx's E Flame Trumpers now properly prevent Akali from moving when she uses our perfect execution through them. So this is actually a nerf to Akali. Yay! Okay, cool. Talia's Q, Threaded Volley, now properly consumes a full mana cost after she walks out of an area of worked ground. Okay, so no one plays Talia, and no one knows what this means. Okay, cool. So Alawi can no longer dash a short distance using W Harsh Lesson when snared or rooted. So and that's pretty much just a fix because it wasn't working as intended.
Right, whatever.
Okay, cool. Bard's Meat Cone attacks now properly break spell shields. Thank God. When Karthus is under his passive Death Defiled effect, his W Wall of Pain now properly grants vision around the wall. Doesn't really matter, but okay, cool. We got Star Guardian. Yeah.
Star Guardian skins. Wait,
what
hold
an
up,
unnecessary and excessive buff for Evelyn. Okay, what?
Okay. Star Guardian Nico. Okay, Nico, Zoe, Zion, Rakan.
Nico.
Wait, can they please?
Frog. Okay.
Can they please give Tam Kench a fudging buff? Please.
Octopus.
They buff him. Also, can they give Tam Kench a skin? Or give Alawi a skin? Please. Nico's been out for a couple days, and she already has more skins than Alawi. Give me a break.
Been out for a couple days.
Give me a fudging break. Who's the most recent champ? Kiana. Also, bad champ. Bad champ.
Wait, what?
Anyways.
Remove?
All right. So, hey everybody. Thanks for tuning in to this episode of what we like to call post-drop patch notes. Honestly, why are they post-drop patch notes? Because we're too lazy to do them beforehand. No, I'm kidding. It's because we want to experience some of these buffs, some of the buffs that we care about, some of the buffs that maybe you care about, before we end up reviewing the buffs themselves, to kind of give you an idea of whether or not they possibly helped or hurt these champions.
Okay, cool. Yeah. We should be doing this every patch. Yeah, we most likely will be doing this every patch. And thank you guys for watching. And just remember, have a Daylin.